Okay, I am going to show how to put the Color Street on your nails. So this is just one of the ones that I have, and I'm going to show you what comes in it. So when you open the package, you're going to get your nail colors, the different strips. You're also going to get a prep pad, which is just an alcohol wipe to clean off any dirt or residue that might be on your nails, because you want to make them clean so that it goes on nice and smooth. And then you also have a nail file, which I already have so much of that stuff around. But first, I wanted to show, I'm not going to demonstrate how I prep my nails, but I do a few steps. First is using this cuticle remover. I'll put it on at the cuticle and let it sit for a couple seconds, and then use a cuticle pusher to push back the cuticles. Then after I wash my hands, I go on to using one of these buffers. They're clearly marked as to which side you want to be using for what purpose. So they're good if you have, say, ridges on your nails. You can buff them out. I usually start just with the even out, then you smooth it, then you buff it. And if you're going to just do a clear coat, you can shine or not. That step's optional. And these are nice. You can get them at the Dollar Tree. So they're pretty simple, but it's an optional step. You don't have to do the cuticle remover or the buffing if you don't want. But I also like to put on a base coat, which is a treatment, a nail treatment. This is a strengthener. This Nail Tech brand also has ridge fillers, and they have different levels, so you can get which one fits best for you. 4 is going to be for the weakest brittlest nails. It's a bit more than I needed, but that's what they had in store. You can find the whole line of their products at Ulta. So they're actually pretty affordable as far as nail strengtheners and treatments go. A lot of them are not. The OPI Nail Envy I used to use, and that's almost $20 for the thing, so I wouldn't necessarily recommend that. It didn't do wonders for my nails either. So this Nail Tech is pretty good. I just put on one coat and you let it dry. Now for this manicure, I have used a real nail polish first. So you'll see some of the imperfections on the sides because I'm messy when I paint my nails. And I kind of wanted to just show that. So if you're somebody that's really messy when you paint your nails too, you're going to love the Color Street because it's no mess. I mean, you can't beat it, right? Okay, so the first step to prep your nails, to put on your nail strips, is using the prep pad, and you're just going to clean off your nails because you want to make sure that there's no dirt or residue. I won't necessarily show all of my nails in this video. I just want to demonstrate how to do the basics with it. Okay, so then you take your nail color and you're going to find one that fits your nail the best. So I'm going to start with the thumb because that's actually easiest. So I tear it off of the long strip, and let me show, this is how it's going to fit. You peel off this plastic. There's a plastic layer, so you want to take that off and make sure that your nail's dry from using the prep pad. Okay, then you remove the strip from the white backing. And this is the step that takes a little bit of finesse, but it's not impossible to figure out. So you want to line up the bottom or the top of the strip with the bottom or the base of your nail. And I slowly push down and then I push out and make sure that it is flat against my nail. So you see I have a lot of overhang now because I have one of these stupid thumbnails. They're toe thumbs. So my thumbnail's a lot shorter than most people. But okay, when you get to this point, you can either use cuticle scissors or other manicure scissors and cut, or you can take just any nail file and going in a single direction. You don't want to keep taking it back and forth. You just want to slowly and gently. You want to file it down so it files off this excess. And there you go. Now you have one nail that's done. Generally, you're supposed to do your thumb last. I'm actually going to file off a little bit more of this because there's a little bit extra there. Generally, you want to do your thumb last because it's the finger that you're going to be taking and using to grab all the strips off the thing. But I did it first just because it shows up nicer, I think. This is actually the Dripping in Rose Gold. It looks fairly pink from my angle, but yeah, you can use these as overlays. So you can do it like I did with a nail color, or you can use one of Color Street's solids and use the dripping. They have a Dripping in Diamonds or the Dripping in Rose Gold, and you can put that over top of whatever solid you like, or you can just use that as your color itself. So I'm going to pause the video here. I'm going to do a few more nails and then I will show the finished product. Okay, I have 2 more nails to do on this hand, but I wanted to show that there are all these different shapes and sizes. So you really want to find the one that fits your nail the best. For me, this is going to be the 3rd largest. I used the largest here on my thumb, and the 3rd largest actually works best on my middle finger. And then I generally pick one of these to go on the pointer finger. Now I'm working on my pointer finger, and I want to show with these, once you pull them off the backing, they're actually dual-sided. So if this part, this rounded part, doesn't fit the bottom of your nail quite as well, you can tear off this top part. It's very, very gently, and see if that part fits the base of your nail a little better. I generally have to do that with my pinky finger. Looks like this one's a little bit too wide, but that's okay because you can take this cuticle stick and just push right along the side there, and really make sure that you're pushing it down and really adhering it to your nail. And like all the others, you just gently file it off, and there you go. And this is the finished manicure just on the one side. You can see this is what I started with, and this is what it ends up like. And I think it's really rather stunning. This is just a black nail polish, which is probably similar to the Midnight in Manhattan. To me, that looks like a black base, solid color. So you can always do that. And one of the things that I really want to point out about the Color Street, it's mentioned here actually. It's a base coat, the color, and the top coat all in one strip. So you really don't need the base coat. I just like it as a little extra protection for my nail. But I rarely ever put on a top coat because it simply doesn't need it. It's nice and smooth, it's shiny, and that's even if it doesn't have glitter in it. So it's really a one-step thing, unless you wanted to complicate it like I do and really go through all these different steps. So when you get your nails, it comes in an envelope like this. That's going to have the instructions down here at the bottom for you. Everything you really need except for the cuticle stick. Maybe the other ones come with it. I don't know. The pedicure doesn't. But if you don't have these, they're so cheap. So it's worth investing in. You can get a big pack of them for under $1. So there you go. And this is what you end up with, a very stunning manicure for short nails or long nails. I had really long nails and it looked amazing on really long nails too. So this is the Dripping in Rose Gold over a black nail polish. And I don't know, I love it. There's no dry time. I just put it on and I am good to go. You really can't argue with that. So I hope this video was informative, and I hope you will consider purchasing so that you can have stunning nails too. Thanks.